does that even mean, Bowers game corner?
Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another game review. And today, very excited to check out Fruit Bandits by Ian Vincent and JLKMCQ. I don't know. Graphic design's terrible. Can't even tell what game company it is. This is Fruit Bandits. It's for 3 to 5 players. Ages 8 plus. It'll take about 30 minutes to play. And in Fruit Bandits, you are going to be having a field in front of you, which is going to be your type of fruit. Strawberries or limes or lemons. I really can't tell because the graphic design's so bad. Oranges, blueberries, and it's going to be right there in front of you. And you have 2 choices. You can either harvest your field to try and gain fruit, aka victory points, or you can go around to other people's field and rob them of their fruit in the hopes of gaining more fruit, or at least screwing other people out of their fruit. It's a light, simple, family weight, filler-esque game, but is it good? Let's open it up, and I'll tell you what I think. Alrighty then, we're going to take a look at what you're going to get inside of Fruit Bandits. So first and foremost, we got our handy-dandy rule sheet. 1 page, double-sided, full color, full of pictures, illustrations, examples. Very well done. You'll need it once or twice, never need it again. It's a pretty simple game. I can also give you a good feel for how it works right now. So in Fruit Bandits, you are going to be putting out fields numbered between 1 and 10, and then you're either going to harvest those fields or try to steal fruit from other people's fields with the goal of having the most fruit at the end of the game. Whoever has the most fruit, aka the most points, wins the game. Now, I do want to mention you're going to be keeping track of your fruit and how much fruit you have with the pen and paper, so one person is going to be the scorekeeper. Kind of annoying, but let's continue on. So in the game, you're going to get 2 kinds of cards. First, you're going to get your fruit yield cards, and this is essentially your farm cards. This is how much fruit your farm is going to be producing each turn, and they will be numbers between 1 and 10. And they look somewhat confusing, but really once you know what's going on, they're not. So, right now if this card was in front of me and I decided to farm my own card, I would get 5 berries. However, if someone came in, a bandit came in and tried to steal some of my berries, I would get 3 and they would get 2. If 2 people came in and decided to steal my berries, I would get 1 berry and they would get 2 berries. And if 3 people come, then nobody gets anything because all the berries are squashed because everybody's stepping on them. So that's pretty much what you're going to see. Now, I do want to mention that there are 2 special ones out here, which are this one right here, the 3, which actually means if someone comes over here, they're going to get 3, and I'm going to get 3. And if 2 people come over here, somehow they're going to get 3, I'm going to get 3, everybody's going to get 3. But if you have 3 people over there, 3 bandits over there, then they still do get squashed. The other special card is the 7, which is like a normal 7. However, if you go as a bandit, and even if you don't get anything, you're going to get 2 automatically, or you could just use this as a regular 7. So essentially this one is a 7, a regular 7 if you decide to farm it, but if you put this down and you're a bandit, you automatically get 2 berries, plus you could get extra berries from being a bandit. So let's go over exactly how the game works. You're going to shuffle up these cards right here, and then everyone is going to flip over the top card on their deck. So we'll just do this example right here, and then I flip over the top card of my deck, and it is a 9. Next, you're going to have a stack of cards that will match your color. And these cards are going to have the 5 different people on the back. So if I lay down this card, this means I'm going to farm my own blueberry field. If I lay down this card, that means I'm going to go to the purple field, even though you can barely tell the difference between the blue and purple. Absolutely terrible graphic design choice. That means I'm going over to the purple field to try and steal 3 of their berries. And that only works, though, if they farm there. So you know what? I probably wouldn't play that one. I could go to the yellow over here, which means I would be getting 3 if they farm it. So that would be nice. We have orange, which is, God, I really hate the graphic design in this. Yellow is actually over here. That's the 7. Yeah, they look so bad. We'll talk more about that in pros and cons. So I got the 3, the 7, the 5. I'm pretty sure this one's probably going to go try and steal something. I have a big target on my back. So you know what? I think I would probably go over here to the green and try to steal from them, because I think they're going to try and secretly get that. Now I'm looking at my hand, I'm saying, where's green? Where's green? I don't see green. And that's because it's actually yellow. Stupid graphic design. So I'm going to set that down, and we'll just pretend that we're just going to do the top card of everybody's deck. Let's see exactly how this works. Probably is going to work terribly. So we'll flip it over, and we'll see where everyone is going. So purple is going to red to try and rob them. I am going to yellow to try and rob them, aka green. Orange is farming their own, so good for them. And yellow is farming their own, so that's really good for me. And then red is going over to orange. So, actually, that worked out really splendidly. So how this would work is purple would get absolutely nothing because they went over here. They were going to rob 5 strawberries, but red did not harvest the strawberries. So this card goes away. Red goes away. They're going to get their card back. They get nothing. Over here, yellow is harvesting. And since they harvested, they do not get the +2. But they will get 4. And the blue bear, I would get 3. So I would have 3 points, and he would have 4 points. Over here, red and orange, not yellow, both get 3 points. So at the end of the first round, it would be 3 to 3 to 4 to 3. And then you would get rid of all these top cards. Everybody would flip over the next card on their deck. And then you'd collect all your cards and rinse, wash, repeat. You do that 10 times. Whoever has the most points at the end of those 10 rounds will be the winner of Fruit Bandits. And that, in a nutshell, is how the game's played. Alrighty then, Fruit Bandits from, I don't know. You can't even read the graphic design on the side of the box. What are my final thoughts? Let's go over the pros, let's go over the cons. First, on the con side. Game has a pretty restricted player count at 3 to 5 players, and honestly, I did not like it at 3 players. 4 players is okay. 5 players is the sweet spot with this game, and that's a super restricted player count. Now let's get to the giant elephant in the room, which is this game looks like absolute crap. Pause for effect. It looks terrible. This is one of the ugliest games I've ever seen in my life. Period. And I've reviewed a lot of stuff that came straight off the Game Crafter, but dear God, this looks bad. The graphic design is bad. The pictures are bad. The box looks ugly. The artwork looks ugly. Everything about this game looks piss poor. Not mincing my words here. It looks gross. And it's not, it's the color scheme. It's like, it's little things too. It's like the color scheme, the blue and the purple. You're going to get the blue and the purple confused. And then you're going to get the yellow and the orange confused. And then you're like, wait, is there even a yellow? Because I'm pretty sure this is green. These are limes. Why are these limes yellow? Why are these limes green? I don't know. All the colors are stupid. You know what? Except for red. Red is very obvious. Red looks red. So go for you. You got red right. Hooray! You didn't have red and then blood red. But everything about this game is poorly done. You get the impression that one person tried to do everything in this game, and that one person was not good at everything. They were good at one thing, and I'll tell you about that one thing in the pros, but graphic design, pictures, getting this manufactured at a high quality level were not those things. Also, component-wise, the cards are weird. You know, they're not bad, they're just weird. They have like these weird little ridges where you can feel where they were made on like a big sheet and they were cut out. It's just weird. Graphic design wise, terrible. Even though the field cards, I do gotta give them that. The field cards are easy and clean to understand, which is good. I wish they showed what would happen if 3 bandits came there, but that's neither here nor there. So, looks terrible. Very restricted player count. Very light and simple. Not much meat on the bones here. It is repetitive. You are going to do the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. I think it's 8 or 9 times. You're just going to do the same thing. It's just flip over a card, decide which fields you're going to. Flip over a card, decide which fields you're going to. Flip over a card, decide which fields you're going to. Incredibly simplistic game. Last but not least, you have to keep track of your score on a pen and pencil. Not a huge deal to me personally, but if you don't have a pen and pencil, then yeah, it's a huge deal. You can still do it on your phone, but it's annoying. I wish there was some way, like cards or something like that, where you can keep track of your score. That's what I got on the con side. And I want you to know that when I went into this game, I expected this game to be laughably, god-awfully bad. I was excited about how much I was going to roast this game for sucking, because I do. I get excited when I see a really bad-looking game. I'm like, oh man, I gotta go off on this pile of garbage. I don't get to do that with Fruit Bandits, because Fruit Bandits is actually a really good game. It is a game that has the potential, I think, to be a great family weight game if they could, extend the player count a little bit. And if they could, have good artwork and good graphic design. Because gameplay-wise, I told you there was one thing that this person was good at. Ian Vincent, you're not good at much when it comes to making games, but you're good at making the actual game itself, because this game is fun. The kids in my class really enjoyed this game. This is a really good, lightweight filler game. This is like a game night type of game. You played a Stefan Feld that set your brain on fire. This is the good kind of game to play after that. Or you're waiting for someone. This is a good game to play while you're waiting for them to get here, assuming you had 4 or 5 players. So what do I like about the game? Easy to learn. Easy to teach. Well done rules. The rules are well done as well, even though they're just a little sheet of paper. They're well done. The box is sturdy. It's a sturdy box. The components are sturdy, despite the fact they feel weird. So it's got that going for it as well. And I mean, just gameplay. And I'm here to review games. And while I will tell you all this stuff about the box and the graphic design and the artworks and this and that and how much I hate it, the bottom line is it's about games. And this is a game that I think deserves to be reprinted because it could be a great game with just a little bit more thrown into it mechanically and gameplay wise, and a touch up. But I think this could be a great game for like a Mayday Games or something like that. The companies that focus on lighter family weight games, because the kids in my class went gaga for this game. Ages 7 plus are going to enjoy this game. The adults I played it with enjoyed the game because it was simple enough and it was interesting trying to figure out and outthink everybody else at the table. But it also had that factor that I really like about Get Bit, which is a game that I will never get rid of because I can play that with a 3-year-old. And I have played that with a 3-year-old because it really just boils down to just pick a card and see what happens with kids that young. Yes, as you get with the older kids and with the adults, obviously you're going to try and outthink everybody, but with younger kids, they can participate in this game and they can still win this game, and they have just as much of a shot. Maybe you have a slightly better shot because obviously you can try and figure out what other people are going to do when they play like a 10 or a 9 or something, but they have a good shot to compete in this game, and that is a factor that I absolutely love in games. So easy to learn, easy to teach, great gameplay. Great gameplay. And I'm going to keep this game in my classroom. I was really flabbergasted at that as well. I'm sure you are also. But, Fruit Bandits, ignore your spidey sense saying, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, this is not worth the $1.50 I see it at the Goodwill or the garage sale or the flea market, and pick it up if you like lighter weight family/filler games, because it actually is a great game surrounded by a whole bunch of stuff which drags it down to really good. So in the end, Fruit Bandits, yeah, pleasantly surprised, diamond in the rough. If you enjoyed this review, please be sure to click on that subscribe button down below and in the comments below. Let me know, what is your favorite game about Cthulhu? And I know there are so many of them. For me personally, I like Arkham Horror. I like Eldritch Horror. I actually own Eldritch Horror. That one I don't know if it's going to stay in my collection forever just because it never gets played because I don't know how to set it up and do everything. But for me, I am going to go with Arkham Horror, the card game. I really dug that when I was playing it. Unfortunately, I haven't played it in quite some time, so I'd have to read the rules again. But I do remember the rules being really well done. So Arkham Horror, the card game, for me, one game that I'd really like to go back and revisit. But let me know in the comments below, what is your favorite Cthulhu-themed game? And as always, thanks for your time, YouTube.